welcome back to the channel. Today I have another speed build for you all, but first of all I just want to thank you all for subscribing. We have over 200 subscribers, everyone. Woo! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I cannot explain to you. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, go and hit the subscribe button. Come and join this Jellybean family. We'd love to have you here. But now we're just going to talk about what we're doing in today's video. The museum area isn't very big, so I am doing another area as well. I'm hoping to build, or I will be building, a fish and chip shop. Now we have these in a lot of places in the UK, but we call them chippies here. We like go down the chippy, grab your fish and chips. So if you hear me mention the word chippy, you know why. But I've rambled enough, let's get on with this video. Now let's pop our little safety helmet on, and we're going to be starting today's video at the museum. This is the area we're going to build first. I don't think it's going to take too long to build. As you can see, there's not very much of an area to build. I'm going to fill it with a lot of trees and a lot of like rocks and things like that. You'll see I've got some items laid out ready to place here. I just want it to kind of feel enclosed, but also very woodsy and autumnal. I think it will look really, really cute. So yeah, we've placed a lot of trees. As you can see, my trees are starting to go red and brown. That's because I'm in the middle of November, which is just beautiful. If you've never ever seen the middle of November in this game, you are in for a treat. It's just so beautiful. I love all the colors, but I could be, you know, biased because I really love autumn. So yeah, that could be why. I'm gonna try and put as many like natural cones down as I can around this area. So like leave some pine cones and little pebble rock things as well, just because I want it to look in the woodsy, because I am doing a forest right at the back of my island. If you remember me mentioning it in my last video, I want this to be half city core, half forest core. I'm hoping it works out nicely. Hopefully it works out really cute. I don't know, we'll see. We just hope, right? Here's some of the items I'm using for this museum area build. As you saw, there's some mushrooms and obviously some pumpkins. This is still themed in Halloween and autumn, and if I don't finish this island by Halloween, I'm just gonna go around and turn all the pumpkins around so they don't look like jack-o'-lanterns. They look like just regular pumpkins everywhere, and it should look cute still, I hope. Oh, I feel like these items don't get used enough. I feel like I've mentioned them before in previous videos a long time ago, but the signs. So there's an angled signpost and there's the normal little signpost. I really love using them because not only do they show you what direction things are in, you know, I think they look cute. They look really awesome and I love them. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, I accidentally buried the bush slab instead of putting a tree there, but you know, it's all good. Now I'm going to add some rocks to this area just to make it look even more natural, because there's rocks everywhere, right? Stones, rock, every kind of rock type thing. I don't know what I'm saying half the time, but I'm sure you guys understand me. I hope you do anyway. There's those spooky lanterns and spooky towers been added now. It makes it feel so much more autumnal, and especially the leaf piles, you know me, using my leaf piles everywhere I can on every island. Speaking of island and items and things, I was thinking to myself lately, what items would I love to see in this game that aren't in this game or haven't been data mined to appear in this game? Well, one of them has been kind of data mined very loosely. So I don't know if you remember a while back, or if you follow any of the other people on Twitter or any other videos, if you've seen that they data mined ceiling items. So things that can go on the ceiling like lights and stuff. Could you imagine if they gave us disco ball and disco light and then they flashed, and if you could make your villagers come over for like discos and parties and dancing? Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. Or do you know what would be really cool? If we could turn the roost, or the roost turn into every Saturday like somewhere where there's a disco ball and party lights and all the villagers came along and danced. It'd be so much fun. That'd be so good. I think a lot of people would really enjoy that, and you could take some really awesome photos there, especially if you could invite your friends over to go as well. I'm just dreaming here, you know. It's a dream that might happen one day, we never know. Nintendo, give me a disco ball. Give me some disco lights, please. I want a disco with my villagers and I want to dance with them. And while we were talking about disco ball and disco lights, I've actually managed to finish the museum area. Look at that. I told you that area wouldn't take too long, and now we're going to start on our fish and chip shop. Now for this area, I'm going to be using a lot of blue and aqua colours, also white, because I want it to kind of be kind of nautical, but not too nautical that it feels out of place. And I'm going to be making a little building here. As you can see, that's why I've started the terraforming. I do have a little fiddle around with this and change it from 2 bookcases wide to 3, and you'll see that in a second. And these diner counters, they're really amazing. They look really cool on the roof. You'll see as I do them in a second, but we're going to put a code on the roof first so it's not plain. I was originally going to go with the wood code, but I thought, nah, I'll put that down on the bottom as a floor instead and use this little mosaic tile instead, and I think it looks really, really cute. And then we're using those diner tables on the top, or the diner counter tables, I believe they're called. And we're going to make them opposite ways like this, so the round bits are at the end. And now I am going to extend the terraforming by at least 1 square on each side, just because I want to add extra diner tables, but I want them to be further apart. You'll see what I mean as I place them in a second. Just got to finish that terraforming, and up we go. And we're going to finish these codes on the floor and add those diner counter tables. And as you can see, they stick out either side, and I really, really like how that looks. Now, I've come across an issue. I should have placed the shell lamps on top of the diner counter before I placed the other counters down, and we have to try and get it back where it was. It's always fun. You know when you put something down in front of something else and you're like, oh, I should have done that before. And this is the case as well. I've had to climb up my ladder in front to put those sea globes on the top there as well. But oh well, it's fine. You know, we learn from our mistakes. Well, we don't, because we end up redoing it. Same mistake again. There you go. There's that 3rd bookcase I was talking about. But now we need to pick these bookcases up because I need to put the tiles underneath. Oh, I always forget. And now in front of the bookcases, we're going to put these stools. I'm going to also put a code in front of these you're just about to see. It's a picture stand for fish and chip stall, and I found it on Pinterest. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I will be doing a code video again really, really soon. Just a short little one showcasing the codes I'm using for this island, so keep an eye out for that. And if you want to use this fish and chip code, it will be in that video. Now that panel there that's customized, that's just an in-game customization, so that's not a code or anything. So if you're liking the concrete look on the simple panel, you can get it yourself right away, right now. It's just in-game. I feel like a lot of people forget that there's already some customizations for the simple panels that are already in-game. They're really, really good ones as well. There's some like wood ones, and there's obviously the concrete one. If you don't know about them or you haven't really looked, definitely go check them out. See if you can use them somewhere on your island, because they're really, really good. Put some bookcases around the side as well now, so you can't see any of that terraforming there, because otherwise I think it will look a bit odd. It won't look like a shop, a fish and chip shop. As you can see, there's already a diner sign placed on the top. It took me ages to fiddle around with it. I didn't want to leave that in the video. It would have been boring. But I actually had to terraform an extra section to be able to get up there to put the diner sign in the right place, because I didn't think that through either. I should have put that up there first, but it's okay. And now we're going to be rummaging around and fiddling with these diner tables. I've got some diner tables with dinnerware on, and we don't actually have any plates in the game that look like they have fish on or anything. So I had to improvise, and I just use the frying pan for now. And I just gotta hope that with Blathers update or a future update that we get some kind of plates or anything. I'd really like that actually. If Nintendo could add plates that we could customize to put different foods on, like pasta, maybe some fish, different other foods. What foods do you reckon would look really, really cool on a plate? Let me know down below. While I'm messing around with these few items here, I thought we'd talk about my villagers. In my last video, I said I was thinking about maybe changing some of my villagers over, and I had some really good suggestions, and I'm actually going to swap 5 of my villagers around. Now, as I've said before, or if you don't actually know, I collect amiibo cards, and hey Fauna! Oh, she taught me Glee. Anyway, as I was saying, I collect amiibo cards, so it's very, very easy for me to swap my villagers around. So my plan is to swap out Dobie, Blair, Toby, Walker and Roscoe, and I'm going to move in Butch, Poppy, Pearl, Bones and Grizzly. And I can't wait to have Grizzly. He's going to be classified as Teddy's cousin. He's his grumpy cousin, but he's actually less grumpy because he doesn't go around stomping his toes every 5 minutes like my Teddy does. But yeah, I can't wait to move these villagers in. I think they look really cute. When I'm choosing my villagers, I like to make sure their house will match the aesthetic as well as themselves, and I think these villagers all seem very autumnal and they have the right colour houses basically, and I cannot wait to build their yards and record it. And there's my low battery, ignore that. I didn't charge my Pro controller before building this video, but it's okay. Speaking of Toby, there he is. It's not that I don't like Toby. I love Toby. I just feel like me scanning him in was a bit of a big mistake because he's very, very kidcore, and I'm not going for kidcore on this island, as you know. So I feel like he needs to move out, I'm afraid. It's a shame I can't give him to any of you guys. You actually can't pass on the Sanrio villagers, so that's such a shame. And to be honest, by the time this video's out, he's probably already gone. I don't waste no time in changing those villagers over, that's for sure. Now, to start getting towards the end of this video, I'm going to add the finishing touches. We've got some bookcases at the back here as well to make that building form more building-y, if that's the right word. Building-y is now the word of the day. And we're going to add the cute festival garland there, as you saw. And I think it just all brings it together. I'm really, really happy with how it's looking so far. It's great. We are nearly finished with this build now, though. It's just these fine little bits here. There's a little gap there in front of the cart banner. I am going to place this cardboard sofa there just because I think it looks really, really good. And it doesn't, you know, clash too much with colours. And I don't know why I decided to try and put a leaf pile in the middle of the chippy. It ain't gonna work. Don't know why I bothered. Stupid. But there we go, we are finished. So now it's time for our walkthrough. And here's the museum. I really love how this came out. It's so autumnal and fall looking. I really, really love it. It fits in with the rest of my theme perfectly, I think. Now, this little area with the waterfall, as you can see, I haven't finished it, but that will be something I do at a later date because that wasn't part of the museum in my eyes. So I like the simple panel code that I use. I used it in my previous video. It's very, very, very cute. Like I said, if you want to use any of the codes I used in this video, I will be uploading a video real soon, and also I'll put them on my Instagram highlights as well. And I got some cute little benches outside here for you to sit on and take some cute photos while you're visiting the museum. I can't wait to upgrade the museum. I wonder what it will look like when it's the other style. It's got the red banners on, I think, if I remember rightly. I really don't remember what the upgraded museum looks like because on my last island I didn't actually upgrade it. I had it the building it was now. And here's the fish and chip shop. I love how this came out. It looks so, so cute. I really love it. I might extend it onto the beach. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't quite decided. We'll see if that becomes a reality or if I just don't end up doing it, basically. But I'm really happy with how this whole build turned out. I'm really loving doing this new theme at the moment. It's so much fun to make buildings and I don't know, I'm just really, really enjoying it. But it's now the end of the walkthrough. I really enjoyed this build. It was so relaxing to design and create these two areas. I hope you enjoyed these two areas as well. But it's time for our question of the day. Now, based on the ceiling items we were talking about earlier, the question is, what ceiling item would you love to see in the game? Like I said, I'd love to see some disco lights or disco ball, but let me know what you'd love to see down below. Now, once again, I want to thank you all for over 200 subscribers. I'm over the moon. I cannot believe it. And if you're not subscribed, why not? Go and hit the subscribe button. Come and join the Jellybean family. And also go and give this video a big thumbs up for me. And I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Bye!